All right. So good to see everybody. Hopefully, everybody had a great weekend. Hopefully, everything was really productive. Daryl, we're going to start with you, kind of go through your weekend. You were supposed to have a launch event for one of your new guys this weekend, correct?
Yeah, I didn't have it, but I did have a meeting yesterday. That was Saturday. We did a home meeting, a travel party.
Okay.
I did have a guest. My guest didn't sign up yesterday, but I believe he will. But I did have some good results from. I had put a guy on my top 10 list. I think it was about a week ago, and I sent him the video, and he signed up last night. He's out of California.
Hmm.
And he played basketball with me at Long Beach State. Had a long career in the NBA. Brian Russell, and I'm looking
Yep.
forward to getting him off to a good start. Um, got a couple other people who I believe will be coming in soon, but like I just wrote down, I got to focus on getting those home meetings with the new people because exactly what you say, how the people go from 10 and start going down with their excitement level when they start telling their friends. I mean,
Right.
it's like that's exactly. I mean, I know
So,
you've been doing this so long. You be so right. That's what happens, and
so what
got to
happened
make
to
that
the
apology.
what happened to the event you were supposed to have on Saturday? What happened?
Oh, we did have it. We did a travel
You
party.
you did a travel party on Saturday. Whose travel
Yeah,
party was it?
we was at George Edwards' house.
At George's?
Yes, sir.
But that wasn't your travel party.
George. I
Yeah,
just
but
helped him.
but when you told me about your activity, you said you were having an event on Saturday. You were talking about George's event?
Yeah,
Bro, why aren't you doing events? I mean, you got all these other events that other people are doing. That's great. That should be gravy. But what about you? What events are
yeah.
you
That's.
doing?
I'm setting up something this week.
Okay.
I have one set up either during the lunchtime hour or a happy hour. I got a couple of spots I'm going
Okay.
to set up something myself.
Okay. All right, but you said you had a guest at George's that you brought?
Yeah.
Okay,
Uh-huh.
good. What about the other people on your team? Were they at George's event?
No, I've been trying. That's what I've been trying to get them to go. If I can get those guys going, that's going to help a lot. One of them was at his
Here's what you
son's
need,
team.
Daryl.
And
Here's what you need to do. You need to pick them up. Okay? They need to come see what's happening in Memphis. I'm telling you,
yeah,
man. If you just get them around the energy, if they come on Thursday night, bro, you need to be like the bus on Thursday. So wherever y'all are doing the event this week, you need to pick all these people up that are doing it wrong, that are not having success, that haven't signed anybody up, that are just sitting on their ass, not doing anything. You need to take them with you to let them see what's happening. Because
right.
remember, can I do this and will it work? Those are the two core questions that they're asking. And they may have signed up, but if they're not having any success, they don't think it works. But if they go to the meeting on Thursday night and see 100 people, they're going to go, "Oh, this works? Oh, wow, look at all these people. This really does work." But you can tell them until you're blue in the face. Do you have any videos or photos of the event from Thursday?
I got a short video I did. I
You
need to
you
send
you
that to
took a video.
everybody.
You never sent it to me. I want that video. But here's the thing, bro. This is what you need to do. Take that video and you need to send it to everybody individually. Don't do it as a group text. Send it to them individually and go, man, you are missing out on so much money right now. That is all you say. Nothing else. Only say that. Okay.
Yeah,
And they're going to be like, what do you mean? Well, because everybody that signs up after you counts for you. You're literally leaving money on the table. See, here's the thing. I've been wanting to talk to you guys about some of these advanced strategies. But if you guys are not putting in sales, I can't teach you advanced strategies because y'all are still on the training wheels. We got to get up. We've got to step up. We've got to stop talking about this same basic stuff. Because here's the thing, when you get some people signed up, now they're in. So the fear of loss is real. But there is no fear of loss if there's nothing happening. But you're in Memphis. It's the hottest market we have. There's 100 people at the meeting. They would have to be brain dead to not understand that. You understand?
Yeah.
So they need to see what's happening. And the only way it's going to happen now, because you did it wrong, they did it wrong. Now you got to save them. And if not, forget that they're even on your team, because now it's just a matter of time until you actually see that they're going to quit. So the thing is like that 48-hour shot clock is already expired on all of them. They're moldy milk. Your team right now that's not doing anything, they're expired, bro. They're dead. So it's up to you. They either do it this week, you get them to an event so they can have their mind blown when they go see DeAndre and George and everybody else doing it right. And then they're like, damn, I must be doing something wrong, because DeAndre's making $1,600 a month. George is making $800 a month, almost $1,600 a month. DeAndre's almost making $3,000. I must be doing something wrong. Will
Right.
it work? Yes, it will. How do you think these people are here? But you gotta follow the program. You gotta get them doing stuff. So not this like I'm gonna and I'm gonna and I'm gonna. I feel like a lot of you, pretty much everybody on here, is like, y'all are gonna do some amazing things. Gonna. Next week, next week, next week. Wes, I'm gonna go to Toastmasters next week. Wes, I'll join the chamber next week. I'm gonna. We should outlaw that word on these calls. Because all of you are always about to. You're gonna do it. You're gonna do it. You're gonna do it. Just do it. How many of you guys went and watched the Art Williams speech? Put a 7 in the chat if you went and watched it. The whole thing.
Is it the Just Do It speech?
Yeah, the Just Do It speech.
So I watched it when I did my home meeting. I love that speech.
It's one of the greatest speeches
One
ever.
of the greatest speeches ever. You're right.
So here's the thing. We've got to stop saying we're gonna do stuff. We're gonna do it next week, next week, next week. Yeah, Wes. Yeah. It doesn't do any good. We're not moving in the right direction. If everybody knows what to do, but we're just not doing it, then we can't move forward. So we got to stop this gonna and just do it. So those people that are on your team, this is the week, Daryl. They either get to the meetings so you can blow their mind when they see what's happening in Memphis, or you just leave them alone. Forget that they're on your team. Eventually they're going to quit, but mentally they already quit on you. They're dead.
Yeah.
So they're not even alive. But you may think you're ranked, but you're not, because if they're not doing anything, it's just a matter of time until they quit. So you have to have more like urgency. You've got to be like, I'm not taking no for an answer. This week you're coming with me. That needs to be your attitude. Daryl, bro, you're so laid back, man. Like, Wes, I'm going to, bro. I'm going to get it. We're going to do it next week. Next week, we're going to do it. Don't be so laid back, man. You've got to be excited. You've got to have energy. You've got to get out of this laid back Daryl and get in your face, Daryl, because if not, they're dead. You're not going to scare them away. They're already dead. They're not doing anything. So what's the worst case scenario? They quit? Guess what? They're going to quit anyway. Mm-hmm. Here's the thing. People are like, Wes, I don't want to be pushy. I don't want to be pushy. I don't want to push. Then they're going to quit. So you can, if you're not getting them to do anything, you can either be pushy or they're going to quit. That's your choice.
Right.
I'm just telling you. So we got to get out of this gonna thing. Like I'm gonna. No, do it. This is the week. Everybody does a travel party. Everybody does a grand opening, or we consider them dead. Don't call them anymore. Go find new people. They're dead. Okay? So right. No excuses, no bullshit. No, it's icy on the roads. I got PTA. I got a kid's softball practice. I got gymnastics. Who cares? Your kids don't care if you miss one gymnastics practice. They're going to care if you take them to Disney. They're going to care if you take them to Italy. They're going to care if you take them to the Atlantis. They don't care if you miss a gymnastics practice. They don't even know you're there. They're not even thinking about you. This needs to be your attitude. And all of you should be listening to this. This isn't just on getting your new people to do something. This is on inviting. This is on getting people to action. This is the same attitude. The attitude needs to be one of urgency. The shot clock has started. Okay? We got to get out of this like next week. Next week. I'm gonna. Nobody can use that word anymore. I'm not, you're not going to do anything. You're just doing it. From here on, it's the Art Williams rule. All we do on this group, on this call, is do it. We're doing it. Not gonna, not I'm next week or the following week or in 2 weeks or whatever. She's gonna sign up next Friday. She's gonna sign up when she gets paid. He's gonna join. No, bullshit. It's yes or no. That's it. So if it's not a yes, that means it's a what? It's a no. There's
Yeah.
no gunnas. Okay? So Daryl, bro, I love you. No more laid back Daryl. This week you have a different attitude. Okay?
All right.
You got it?
Yep.
You think Phil Jackson is gonna let the Bulls and the Lakers just gonna? Oh, I'm gonna work out next week. I'm gonna practice next week. Bro, no. We have to do these things. We've been talking about getting these people that you signed up to do their launch event for like 2 weeks. They're dead, bro. They're dead. If you don't get them to do it, they're dead. So you're not risking anything. Okay. So don't worry about being pushy. That's it. If they don't do it this week, they're dead. Leave them alone. Don't even call them anymore. Just leave them alone. Okay. Start over at zero. This is what has to happen in your business, guys. You either push them up or you push them out. You push them up or you push them out. There is no why. Why would you keep calling and asking them to come to meetings and asking them to do stuff and asking them to invite when they're not doing anything? Why would you keep doing that? You're wasting your time. Call new people. The new blood is the lifeblood. So if the old people are not doing it, call new people. Okay? Leave them alone. Quit wasting time. Okay? All right. Kelly,
Yeah.
you you said you had a good week this week.
Yeah, it was a positive week for me. I looked
Okay,
at it.
explain that to me. Because you've
I
got a
was
lot of stuff on here, so I'm just reading. So I want you to talk while I'm reading. I'm kind of going through it. You tell me why you think the last 48 hours since I talked to you last. Tell me what happened in the last 48 hours that was good.
I was able to like go out of my shell and like ask a couple coworkers if they were interested in getting on the webinar. 3 of them said no, but that was cool. And then one of them said that they were just busy. That was the excuse of not hopping on tonight. So what I did was I told them like if we could get some breakfast tomorrow, whatever, before we both go into work.
Okay.
And
So you're gonna
yeah.
meet for coffee or something before work with a couple people?
Yeah, it's gonna be one person, one
One
coworker,
person?
and yeah, we're just gonna get like some breakfast sandwiches.
Okay, cool. And so that's positive because you feel like you're talking to more people now, and so you're getting out of your shell like we talked about the other night.
Yeah, and just not even caring about
Exactly, because
whether,
who
yeah, the
cares?
responses. Yeah,
Who cares
exactly.
what they think about you? It doesn't matter. I just had this conversation with my daughter earlier tonight. You know, my daughter is a teenager and dealing with social media and anxiety and what people think and what somebody said. Like, what are you worried about? These people, you cannot let other people control your happiness, right? You're the
Right.
only one that has control over how you feel and what you do. So
Hmm.
if they tell you no, if they laugh, if they say it's this or they say it's that or whatever, who cares? They have no control over your happiness. You can't let other people dictate to you the way you feel and the way you are and what happens next and and how you feel about yourself. It's because people are going to be who they are. You don't have any control over it and they shouldn't have any control over you. So
Hmm.
keep doing that. Okay, keep inviting. All right, and keep working on that list. You got to get better at the coins. Okay,
Right.
you've
Hmm.
got to be meeting more people. I'm telling you, you guys have got to stop going home without getting 5 contacts. That's got to be punishment for you. I'm telling you, if you don't do it and then you go home and then you've got to leave and go get your other 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or whatever it is, I'm telling you,
Hmm.
if you do that enough times, your brain is like, dude, I am not going home until I have my 5. Because
Right.
it's like sucks to go home and then leave and go back and get the rest. Like it should be punishment. Like I'm telling you, once you guys get good at this, it's like I talked about from Thursday night. I told y'all how I met two people and I had guests there. I had people there. I was in the middle of a meeting and I still got two numbers. That's how
Mhm.
easy it is. It's not hard, right? Y'all are making it too hard. Okay, anything else, Kelly?
Um, just that I also sent in the message like I have a couple of events lined up for this week. I'm gonna send you the links and like my
Okay.
list of 5.
Did you go do some homework and research on networking events and groups and clubs?
Yes, and I was gonna send you links along with my delayed list of 5.
Okay.
Several lists of 5.
Okay. All right. Thanks, Kelly. Simba,
Thank you.
um, you're doing a happy hour on Saturday? Simba, you're muted if you can hear me.
Yeah, you can hear me, Wes?
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, I'm got a happy hour on Saturday. This guy I met on the flight on my way to Vegas with
Mhm.
his wife.
Okay.
Yeah, we literally technically the whole time I was out there, was with him. Not always with him, but like every day we'll be together for like an hour or two.
Mhm.
Told him about, I could save him money and what I'm about to do. I went to a show. I saved money on
Okay.
that. He went on the
So
hotel.
that's who you're meeting with on Saturday?
Yes.
You know that that's like a week away, right? It's
Yeah.
6 days from now. Why can't you
But
meet him before then?
I can. I will actually plan that. I'll do that. Even
Yeah,
with the
because
happy
like,
hour.
see what I'm saying about this urgency thing? It's kind of that gonna that we just talked about, right? Like, bro, you got 6 days. Let's get in front of them as soon as possible. Sounds like you've done a good job building a relationship with them. See them before Saturday, because here's the thing: if you got them signed up tomorrow or Tuesday or Wednesday, they could get people on the Zooms the other nights. But if you
Mm-hmm.
don't sign them up until Saturday, that's 6 more days. You're slowing them down and you're slowing yourself down. Why wait?
Yeah, I will plan. I will plan. I will text him. And not even text him. I will call him and make sure to plan something before Saturday, and
Okay.
even see if get once I get him signed up, invite some people in
Well, I
the
like the
happy
way
hour
you're
Saturday.
thinking. So this is good. You're like, once I get him signed up, because you're already thinking about signing him up. A couple weeks ago, you were like, well, I don't even know if they're going to show up, right? So
Yeah.
you see how that's already good because you're training your subconscious, like, I'm going to do this. Like, it's going to work. Like, we're going to get
Mm-hmm.
sales. We're going to have success. Do you see the difference in the way you're thinking about it?
Yeah.
Okay, so why would you wait then to delay that success until Saturday?
Need to get out of that gunner mindset.
Okay, no more Gunnas. Okay.
Yeah.
So then now what about your coins? Because I've not heard a lot about your coin list. What's going on with the coins?
I emailed you, I
I
think.
did get that email, but it didn't look like it had enough names on it. I mean, you've been on the coins for
Yeah,
like 2.5 weeks. You should have like 100 names on that list.
yeah, and I haven't been not putting enough effort. I haven't gone to the right, I feel like, events. That's why when me and Sammy have been planning,
I know, but
already, I
here's the
already got
thing,
my ticket.
Simba. Simba, you don't have to go to an event to meet people. That's just
Hmm.
extra. Like you got to get, bro. You're on the train every day, right?
Yeah,
How many people ride this here? You know what? Let's look. I don't like asking questions we don't know the answers to, so let's just look. Let's see how many people ride the subway each day in New York. Let's just kind of get an idea of the pool of people you have to choose from. You want to guess what the answer is, Simba? What's your guess? How many
I say
people
like a
how many
hundred
people
thousand,
ride the New York City subway on a daily basis? I have a feeling you're going to be wrong.
maybe 100,000.
You're way wrong. You know
Way
how
wrong?
many it is?
No,
Let me show you. What does that say?
3.6 million.
Now, Simba, explain to me why the guy on this group who's in front of 3.6 million people every day cannot get 5 names?
I guess I'm too much in my head. I just need to don't care about anything. I don't care about how
Bro,
I'm looked at. Just
I've seen a
get
bunch
to
of
the next
kids
place.
dancing and rapping on the subway making money.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I've seen all kinds of things on the subway. Why can you not meet 5 people? You don't need to go to an event to meet 5 people. You're on a subway with 3.6 million people every day. Bro, if
Yeah.
they tell you to get away from them, don't talk to me, don't look at me, then just go to the next person. Get up and change seats. Go sit down next to somebody that looks friendly. And if they're not friendly, move. Bro, you should have more than anybody. I'm not even in front of 3.6 million people a day. I don't ride the train. I live in Dallas. We don't have a subway. But I still got 2 names on Thursday night. You
Yeah,
see what I'm saying?
definitely.
Simba, this is easy, bud. You're making it hard. You're making it hard.
I need to stop making it hard for myself.
Yeah, bro. You're on the subway, man. Just talk. Just say hi. Hey, how's it going? I'm Simba. What's your name? Dude, first of all, you're super friendly. You're not intimidating. No offense. You're not a big dude. You don't
Mm-hmm.
have a bunch of you don't have like prison tattoos on your face. There's people on the subway like that. You're not that. You're a friendly guy. Why are you not meeting people every day?
Yeah, I need to get in my own head. Just talk to everybody.
I mean, make it a contest with yourself. Make it a game. Make it fun. The whole thing about the coins is it's supposed to be easy, right? Because you just move them from one pocket to the other. But here's the problem, bro. If you're not really doing it, this is what I talked about on Friday, whenever I got on you guys on Friday night. Because if you're not doing it right, then you're not training yourself. It's like I said, when you go to the gym and you only do 1 rep. It's like when I get annoyed when I go to the gym and I don't get a good workout in. I get interrupted, my phone rings, text, whatever, and I get distracted. I don't get a good workout, and I'm super annoyed because I already told y'all I drive 30 minutes each way to the gym. So if I go to the gym and I don't get a good workout in, I'm pissed off at myself. I'm like, I got
Mm-hmm.
distracted. I didn't get a good workout in. I wasted an hour drive, 30 there, 30 back. You need to think that when you get off the subway, if you didn't get your 5 coins, you need to be like, dummy, come on, Simba. You get your head in the game. Get your head in the game. That's the way you need to be talking to yourself. You need to be telling yourself, get in the game. It's easy. You have an advantage that almost nobody else on this call has. Almost nobody else on here is riding a subway with 3.6 million people a day. I guarantee you, Jessica would love to have 3.6 million people don't even live within 100 miles, well, 200 miles of Jessica. She would love to have 3.6 million people to meet on a daily basis. Okay? Just do it, bro. Just do it. Tomorrow, I'm telling you, no more. I got 2. I got 3. I got 1. No. Get 5 or don't go home. Make that the deal. Get 5 or don't go home. Go get on
Get
the train
5 or
and
don't go
go get
home.
on the train and ride it to the next stop, get the coins, and then ride it home. Okay? I'm
Get
serious.
5 or don't go home.
Get
Got it
5 or don't
left.
go home. Don't go home until you get 5. All right. Let's see what else we got. Jessica, your list looks good. I know we've talked about your meeting. I'm excited for your new meeting and your new location. You got to stop depending on everybody else. We've had that talk. We don't have to rehash that tonight. I like the mom's night out idea. You're going to Toastmasters. Did you contact somebody at Toastmasters? Did you confirm that that is the time and the place and all of that? There were a couple of them that I found the other night.
Yes.
Okay. You got invited to a local book club. That's great. Hey, book clubs, by the way, great place, right?
And actually, it's one of my classmates I graduated high school with. So
Perfect.
she
Awesome.
reached
Good
out.
for you. Okay. And you're working with your new member to get his 2 and free. Do you have a launch event planned for him? Doing something at his house?
Not
Do it.
yet, but we'll
Do
need
that
to.
tomorrow.
Okay.
Do that tomorrow. Get that set up. Needs to happen immediately because he's doing it
Exactly.
wrong, Jessica. He's out there doing it wrong. I promise you.
Okay.
You need to get him to do it right.
Absolutely.
Okay. Okay. That is everybody that put theirs on here. Sammy, I saw your list. You need to work on your coins too. That's not enough names. So just same thing I told Simba about. Saith, what's going on with you, bud?
It's not been great. Just got excuses for you really right now.
Well,
The
what
last
can
few
I do
days
to
have been
help?
pretty crappy, huh?
What can I do to help? What do we need to work on?
Well, I tried to address getting everybody together and moving forward.
Yeah, weren't you supposed to have a launch event on Saturday? What happened?
Oh, it didn't happen well.
Well, it didn't happen well, or it didn't happen. Which
It really didn't happen at all. We had a couple issues. To be quite honest, some of it might want to talk to just you.
Okay, that's
Uh,
fine. That's fine. You got my number, so call me tomorrow. We can talk about it offline. But here's the thing, bro. This is the same thing that I talked about with Daryl. Like,
It's the
if they're
exact
not
same thing.
if they're
I need
not
a
doing anything, they're dead. So we start over. Like we give them one last shot. Daryl, will you send Saith the video from Memphis? Saith, do you have Daryl's number? Daryl, do you have Saith's number?
I think so.
Saith, put
Send
your
it out
number.
right now so I can make sure.
Saith, put your number in the chat for Daryl. I want you to use that video that Daryl has from Memphis's events. Send it to me too, Daryl. You never sent it to me, bro.
All right.
Send that video to Saith. He just put his number in the chat. Saith, you need to tell them that it's your fault because they need to you got to acknowledge the fact that they've been doing it wrong. This is why they're not getting traction. This is why they're discouraged. So if you take responsibility and you blame it on yourself, okay, which is true but also kind of not true. It's their fault. They did it wrong, but what it does is it allows the conversation to go beyond excuses. Because in reality, they're not going to tell you about all the negativity and rejection. I'm telling you what's happening, and they're just ducking you or dodging you or giving you bullshit excuses.
Well, they have told me, and I told them that it was wrong, that I had been doing it wrong with them.
Well, you
Pretty
told
much
them you
everyone
did
I've
it
talked
wron
to-
with them? You told them that?
Yeah, and,
And
then I wanted to set up times, and now they were pretty much saying that they would, but almost every one of them have blown me off. And
So
I
here's
just
the
got
thing.
a message.
Here's the thing. You need to go do it with them. This is something good for all of you. And Daryl, same. Because remember how I told Daryl a second ago he needs to pick them all up for Thursday? Because that way they can't blow you off. They can't duck you. Like that Memphis meeting is on fire. So I told Daryl to go pick them up. So
Like I said, I need to talk
I
to you
think
a
that's
little
Daryl.
further.
okay, go
I
ahead.
have done some of that, and I'm getting negative results now, almost like
Negative results with what?
well, like how Josh had been told me that he was going to be my partner, to hold me accountable. Like he's pretty much.
But here's the thing though, he's doing it wrong, so he's getting discouraged. He's not telling you, but that's what's happening.
No, he is telling me. He is, and I'm telling him he's doing it wrong.
Well, then why is
And
he
now
still
will
doing
not
it
give me the
wrong?
time.
Why is he still doing it wrong then?
Well, let me. He sent me a message earlier about 8:00 tonight.
Okay.
Said, "Hey, brother, I'm not ignoring you. I promise. I have some stuff going on, and I'm not really wanting to get into Bright Life stuff. You're my best friend, and I'm still here, and I hope our lives do change.
Okay.
But I don't want to talk about this every time we talk."
Okay. So here's the good news and the bad news. Okay, he's still not admitting that he did anything wrong. Okay, that is not him admitting that he's doing things wrong.
Well, hold on. I can't figure out where I'm going wrong, but I'll figure it out eventually.
Well,
Even though I told him
I
I
could,
would train him and teach him right now, the next day, whatever.
yeah.
And then he
Well,
agrees
so
to
look,
it, and then it blows me
so
off.
but here's the thing. I would take it on the chin. So here's what I'd tell him. I'd say, bro, it's all good, man. We're boys, but it's my fault because I've not done everything right. I'm learning. I'm new too, but this is supposed to be fun. And the thing is that you're putting too much stress on yourself. You're putting too much pressure on yourself because you're not doing it right. So let's get together and strategize and pump each other up rather than being negative Nancy's. Y'all are boys. Y'all can talk to each other like that. So let's just keep it real. We're boys. Nothing's going to change that. But let's get together and let's talk and let's figure out how we can help, how we can improve the situation. See, I've been working with Wes now for 30 days. The guy's done billions of dollars in sales, billions with a B. He knows, and he's willing to talk to us. I mean, you would normally have to pay a guy like him thousands of dollars for coaching, and I'm getting it for free. So let's get together, let's meet, let's talk, and let's get on the phone with Wes, and he'll help us. Boom. That's it. Take accountability. Take it on the chin. It's all my fault. It's all my fault. He's full of excuses already, but he's not even really saying it. I'll tell you what he's doing
I guess
wrong.
my
Everything.
real
He's doing
question
everything
is-
wrong.
The real question for me is, I feel like I don't need to waste my time right now. I need to move on. There's a
Well,
lot of
okay,
other people.
and you might need to, but what I'm saying is that I still think that there's an answer because he is discouraged. Clearly, we know why. This is normal. And so I think your response, if you take the responsibility and you're like, bro, this is a team sport. This is on me. I haven't even gotten a chance to work with you. I haven't even gotten a chance to talk to you about all the stuff I've learned from Wes. It's my fault. Let's meet up and let's just chat. No pressure. Take the pressure off. Okay? The reason he's giving himself pressure is because he's done it wrong. You're not pressuring him. He's pressuring himself because he's gotten smacked in the face. This is the problem. Most people cannot take uppercuts over and over and over again. You guys are stronger than the average person by tenfold. And he's taken a couple of shots and he can't recover.
The reason I'm thinking I
you
need to
could
move
leave him
on.
alone. You could abandon him. But I mean, to me, if this is a guy who at least was engaged a week ago and was still excited, he could be salvageable, But he's not, but Daryl's people are not messaging him like he's messaging you. We're talking about an isolated incident with this guy. Daryl's people are telling him they'll show up and telling him they'll come, and then they're just not. They're not putting too much pressure on themselves. So what I'm saying is when he sends a message like that, it's all good, man. We're friends, we're boys. Nothing's going to change that. But this is supposed to be fun. You got to stop putting so much pressure on yourself.
Yeah.
Okay? Take responsibility. Just take it on the chin because he's putting all the pressure on himself and he's just not handling it. This is
Well, the things he's asked me, I mean, I feel like he's not wanting to work. So
okay, then move on.
yeah.
No big deal. I signed up 2 new people today. It is what it is. I've signed up people that aren't doing shit too. So what? Who cares? It's all good, man.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just going to plow through.
Yeah.
And I'll eventually find somebody that wants to run with me.
I mean, and here's the thing, and he might come around, but I'm just saying, guys, if you have somebody that's not wanting to engage or they're not participating in their own rescue, this is probably a really good analogy, and we'll wrap things up tonight. I'll leave it with this. Okay. If somebody's drowning and you throw them a life preserver, you're not in with them, but you threw them a life preserver. They have to participate because if they're just flailing around and they're drowning and you throw them the life preserver and it's right next to them and they don't grab onto it, they don't do anything with it, and they drown, that's on them. Okay, so I'm not saying that we have to be quick to abandon people, but Daryl's been trying to get these same 4, 5, 6 people to do something for a month. So it's a little bit different scenario. I'm telling Daryl, because also Daryl is super chill and he's super laid back. And it sounds like y'all have already had some pretty serious conversations. You've done probably a lot of the things that I told you to do right, but he still can't take the heat. Okay. So what I'm saying is that some of these people need help in the situation. They need help. They need some participation in the rescue. But like you said, you can't force them. You can't make them, right? And if you're not in the water with them, if the life preserver, you throwing it in, you've given them a chance, you've tried, you've listened to what I said, then it's okay to move on. It's okay. This is a numbers game. But numbers also from the people who sign up. See, a lot of people think, well, it's just a numbers game on the sales. No, it's also a numbers game on who's going to do something. See, most people think, okay, well, it's a numbers game. I got to get through some no's to get to some yeses. Now I've got all these yeses. Well, then now that's another numbers game because some of the yeses are going to be like them and not do anything or not follow the program, get rejected, have the negativity, and then they quit or they disappear or whatever. Right. So it's a numbers game through the entire process. Like you said, you're going to keep plowing on, and that's awesome. That's the right attitude. But what I'm saying is that there are some instances, I think, when you can take the blame and it takes the pressure off of the other person. Because some people put too much pressure on themselves. And if you guys have talked about it a lot, he's putting pressure on. That's why he gave you the warning in the message, like, hey, can we not talk about Bright Life? Well, the reason he's doing that is because he's put too much pressure on himself. It's not you. He just doesn't want to talk about it, right? So if you take the pressure off by taking the blame, taking the fall, falling on the sword, I'm just saying it still may be salvageable. But I'm with you. You can't drag a guy to success. You can't drag somebody to the finish line. It's not going to work, right? They've got to want it. So I would much rather be working with somebody that's excited to be working with me, that has a terrible list and is getting a lot of no's, but they can take it on the chin like a tough guy or a tough girl and they can keep going. I would much rather have that all day long. But all I'm trying to tell you is that it's not like one size fits all in every situation. Daryl's situation, your situation, Simba, Marcus, Kelly, Jessica, everybody's in a different situation. Okay. So just you know what's going on, and you've heard what I've said, but I'm all about the new blood, right? I mean, we've all got recruits to put in. I had people on tonight. I had signed up new people today. I got people that I'm trying to invite to Thursday night in Dallas. I mean, I'm doing all the same stuff that I'm telling you guys to do every single day. So just keep doing what you're doing. You guys are getting results, but like I said, for everybody, the flow of the activity, the inviting, the presenting, prospecting, closing, duplication, all of you are going to have challenges along the way in all of those core competencies. It's about getting to that unconscious competence to where it's just like y'all said the other night, man, Wes, you're so smooth. It's so easy for you. Just comes out. Yeah, because I'm unconsciously competent on all of this, but I didn't used to be. I had to get to this point. How do you think I got there? By doing it a lot. It's the 10,000 hours. We talked about it. Okay. Go read that book. If you guys haven't already read that book, go get Outliers. Malcolm Gladwell, Outliers. It's a great book. One of the best business books I've ever read. Almost said written. I wish I wrote that book. It's a great book. Yeah, one of the best books I've ever read. So go get that book. Read that. It's good. It talks about the 10,000 hours. Daryl, did you get Sate's address, his phone number, so you can send that video?
I already sent it to him.
Okay, cool.
I emailed it to you.
Yeah, will you text it to me though, Daryl, just so I have it on my phone? Because sometimes email is weird, and I get so many emails. The book is called Outliers. Outliers. Outliers by Malcolm Gladwell. It's a good one. Simba, you should, when you're on the train, when you're not getting your coins, you should read that book. All right, guys. Thank you. We'll see you tomorrow night. Please good, positive updates tomorrow night. I need some positivity. So no more gunnas. Tell me about what happens tomorrow. We get people on the Zoom tomorrow night. The Zooms are rocking. We've got 100 people on like every Zoom almost. Okay, so get people on the Zoom tomorrow night. All right. All right. See you tomorrow.